world remembers a barefoot girl with a voice that didn't seem to belong in this century. She was the child prodigy who stunned the globe, but then she vanished. What happens when one of the world's most recognizable young voices simply vanishes from the global stage at the height of her momentum? The music world was left stunned throughout 2025 as Jordan entered a period of near-total silence. For investigative journalists and industry analysts, this wasn't just a break. It appeared to be a calculated, high-stakes withdrawal from the public eye. Sources close to the production side of the industry indicated that the friction between the artist and her management teams had reached a breaking point. During this time, speculation ran rampant. Reports circulated that the artist had chosen to distance herself from the machine that had propelled her to fame, citing a need to recalibrate her creative output. While some outlets tried to frame this as a personal crisis, the facts paint a different picture, a strategic blackout designed to protect her artistic integrity. She wasn't just hiding, she was systematically disentangling herself from the obligations that come with massive, global recording contracts. This period of isolation allowed her to regroup, plan, and ultimately prepare for a return that would catch even the most seasoned music critics off guard. As internal clashes grew, the public was left wondering if they had seen the last of the barefoot prodigy. But the silence proved to be the calm before a massive storm of new content. What wasn't clear at the time was that she was already working on a total overhaul of her career trajectory, effectively silencing the noise of the industry to focus on her next major move. In an industry defined by massive, multi-million-dollar corporate oversight, how does a solo artist successfully seize control of their own empire? The year 2026 has marked a definitive shift in the music business, with Jordan leading the charge toward total independence. Moving away from her former relationship with Republic Records, Jordan has transitioned into a self-managed business structure, a move that has sent shockwaves through major labels. This transition wasn't just about creative freedom. It was a complex legal and financial designed to secure her long-term ownership of her masters and image. By establishing her own operational frameworks, she effectively bypassed the standard profit-sharing models that traditionally keep young artists dependent on corporate backing. Analysts observing this transition have noted that she is utilizing a direct-to-consumer strategy that leans heavily on digital autonomy and global streaming dominance, rather than relying on terrestrial radio play. The implications for other artists are profound. She has demonstrated that the traditional label path is no longer the only way to reach a global audience. While many predicted that leaving such a powerhouse label would lead to a decline in visibility, the exact opposite has occurred. Her ability to operate without the oversight of a board of directors has allowed for releases and a more personal connection with her audience. This shift represents a broader, tectonic change in how entertainment assets are managed, and it effectively signals the end of the traditional, restrictive child star era. As she continues to expand her footprint, the industry is left observing how one individual can dismantle decades of established business practices with nothing more than strategic planning and a commitment to her own vision. Can an artist who rose to fame as a wonder child successfully shed that image to become a raw, unfiltered force in the modern music landscape? The artistic evolution seen in Jordan's 2026 releases is nothing short of a total reinvention. Listeners familiar with her early work will notice a distinct departure from the polished, studio-heavy production that once defined her sound. The new tracks, released over the past several months, feature a stripped-back, barefoot aesthetic, a term used to describe her move toward minimal orchestration and raw vocal takes. This isn't just a stylistic choice, it's a statement against the hypersynthetic nature of today's pop music. Critics have noted that this evolution showcases a level of vocal maturity that is rarely seen in artists who start their careers as teenagers. By stripping away the layers of overproduction, she is forcing the audience to focus entirely on the nuances of her performance, effectively elevating her from a talent to a craftswoman. This approach requires an immense amount of confidence, as there is nowhere to hide within a minimalist arrangement. The decision to prioritize vocal honesty over commercial sheen has resonated deeply with her base, leading to record-breaking engagement numbers on streaming platforms. It is clear that she is no longer interested in mimicking the sounds that the industry dictates. Instead, she is actively defining a new sonic identity. This vocal metamorphosis has effectively silenced those who claimed she was merely of her environment. By embracing a raw, authentic sound, she has created a body of work that feels timeless rather than dated, proving that her transition into adulthood is not just a change in age, but a fundamental change in her purpose as an artist. When an artist challenges the status of entertainment contracts, what are the hidden, high-stakes consequences of saying no to the giants? The road to independence has been anything but smooth for the young star. Throughout the early months of 2026, details emerged regarding intense legal tensions between Jordan's team and several major broadcasting entities. While specific details of these legal matters remain shielded by non-disclosure agreements, it is clear that the friction stemmed from disputes over creative rights and distribution control. In the entertainment industry, when a high-profile figure pushes back against institutional norms, the response is often swift and severe. Accusations surfaced regarding stalled projects and potential blacklisting, yet Jordan's camp navigated these hurdles with a level of legal acumen rarely seen in someone of her age. The industry's old guard, accustomed to artists complying with their demands, found themselves facing a strategic, organized opposition. This wasn't a public meltdown. It was a cold, calculated exercise in contract negotiation and leverage. The fact that she was able to maintain her output while embroiled in such complex legal speaks volumes about the team she has assembled around her. Many insiders suggest that this standoff was a necessary rite of passage, one that effectively exposed the inner workings of an industry that often prioritizes profits over the well-being of its talent. By standing her ground, she has not only protected her own future, but has likely created a legal blueprint for other young performers who wish to retain their rights in an often exploitative environment. In a world dominated by algorithms, how does a young independent artist command sold-out residencies without the backing of a major label machine? The success of Jordan's 2026 Las Vegas residency serves as a case study in modern market disruption. By choosing to launch an independent residency rather than a traditional nationwide tour organized by a major promoter, she effectively bypassed the industry gatekeepers who usually control the venue circuit. This model is exceptionally rare for an artist at her level of fame, and it has proven to be a financial masterclass. By consolidating her influence and selling directly to her audience, she has captured a larger share of revenue than almost any of her peers. The success of this model has caused considerable unease among traditional talent agencies, who rely on the commission-based, tour-heavy infrastructure that she has effectively rendered unnecessary. When we look at the numbers, her streaming success combined with live, direct-to-fan interactions suggests that the old label machine may be losing its monopoly on success. She has turned the child star narrative on its head, proving that brand longevity is not granted by an agency, but earned through a direct, transparent relationship with the consumer. This isn't just about tickets and streaming. It is about shifting the power dynamics of the entire music industry. Every sold-out show in Vegas serves as a reminder to the labels that their influence is waning, and that the new generation of performers is more than capable of managing their own destiny without corporate interference. With the industry's old model cracking under the pressure of her success, what does this mean for the next generation of young stars? The trajectory of Jordan in 2026 provides a clear look at the future of music. She has successfully navigated the transition from a viral phenomenon to a self-sustaining business entity, providing that others will undoubtedly attempt to follow. The effect is already being felt, with younger artists increasingly questioning the standard long-term contracts that have historically defined the child star curse. While her path has been fraught with legal and industry challenges, the outcome, a sold-out residency, creative control, and an ownership stake in her own work, is a goal that many are now actively. The question now is whether the industry will adapt to this new, artist-first reality, or if we are headed toward a permanent divide between corporate-controlled performers and the new wave of independent icons. As she looks toward the next phase of her career, The world is watching, not just for her next song, but for her next move in this ongoing game of industry chess. She has proven that talent, when paired with strategic independence, is the most powerful currency in the entertainment world. The revolution has arrived, and it is being led by a girl who once walked onto a stage barefoot, only to eventually walk away with the keys to the entire house. As the curtains close on this chapter, one thing is certain: the industry will never be the same again.